Hello my friends, I am so excited to be bringing you another safety eye painting tutorial today, this time with a little bit of a spooky twist, if you will. I'm going to be showing you how to paint these 4 different safety eyes. So we've got the jack-o'-lantern, the spiderweb eyes, the mismatching ghost and pumpkin eyes, and then of course the classic black and orange glitter safety eyes. If you're new here, hi, my name's Erica. I love any and everything yarn related, and I'm clearly also a big fan of Halloween in case you can't tell. So this video is very fun for me, combining 2 of my favorite things. If you have not done any safety eye painting in the past or working with UV resin, I do have a video that I'm going to link in the description box down below that I think you might find helpful, along with all of the supplies that I used in this video. The last note on supplies before we get started, I did use a specific glitter kit from Michaels. I think it was around $4, so pretty reasonable for these first 3 eyes. So I'm going to link that in the description. I really hope that that's accessible for most of you. Either you live near a Michaels or you can order one, but if not, feel free to just use these for inspiration. If you do have the holographic glitter from the first tutorial that I made, you will be able to make these safety eyes with what you already have. So those are all my notes. Let's go ahead and jump into the first tutorial. Before we start painting the first set, I just want to talk over the supplies you're going to need. It'll be pretty similar for the rest of them as well. You'll have 30mm safety eyes. This is the UV resin that I use. I'm also using the color Silk Purple from my Small Tongue mica powder set. These are the glitter cutouts as you saw in the screen grab earlier. And then I have some tweezers so that way I can precisely move my glitter around or my clay cutouts. You will also need a paintbrush, and then last but not least, you will need a paper plate or something to mix in for your mica powder and to catch your glitter. To start, and this goes for any time you're painting safety eyes, they come with this plastic sticky cover on the front. Sometimes it touches the back and the sides, so you just want to make sure that you've peeled it, but I still like to leave it attached to the front so that way it protects it from getting any resin or glitter. Then you're going to spread a thin layer of the UV resin on the back of both safety eyes. I like to use the tip of the bottle just to move this around, just make sure it's not too thick. Next, you're going to take the pumpkin cutout, and these are just so cute, and you'll place it on the back of your safety eye. I did 3 on the back of each eye, and I just made sure that they were evenly spaced out. Once you like the looks of how they're spaced out, then you'll go ahead and start adding stars in. I decided to alternate with the glow-in-the-dark color and then the orange, but you can really do whatever color combination you want. Feel free to get creative here. Just make sure that you are double checking your work from the front, so that way you know what it's going to look like once everything is cured, because once these go under the UV lamp, you cannot change where they're placed. Pop these under your UV lamp for about 60 seconds, and then in the meantime, you can start mixing your mica powder and UV resin mix. I would say a good ratio is probably 1 part mica powder to 4 parts resin. Sometimes I go in a little heavy-handed with the mica powder. You'll know if you did too much, if it's too sticky of a mixture. The reason you don't want to overdo it is that it can cause your resin to not cure properly. Then you'll start painting the back of your safety eyes carefully with the UV resin and mica powder mix. Just make sure you don't get it on the sides too much, and definitely not on the front. Pop that back under the UV lamp for 60 seconds, and we're going to repeat that same process once more, carefully painting the back with the UV resin. And you guessed it, next we're going to cure for a final 60 seconds. Once you're done with that cure, you can peel the sticker off of the front of your safety eyes, and this just unveils the cutest Halloween safety eyes I think I've ever painted. I fear that I might have started out a little bit too strong. These are my favorite of the 4, but don't worry, the next 3 are really cute that follow as well. But I love the vintage vibe that these kind of give, and I really like the combination of the light purple and the orange. We need pretty similar supplies to the first eyes for the second set. We're just swapping out the orange mica powder for the purple, and then we're using these 2 glitter packets instead. I like to pour my clay slices out onto a plate just so they're a little bit easier to grab. Then I will paint a thin layer of the UV resin on the back of both of the safety eyes. Next, we'll start placing the clay slices. I started with the spider and then did the spider web and alternated that for a total of 4 clay slices on the back. Just make sure that it's not too far behind the pupil or you won't really see the design. Then I started adding in the confetti. I opted to use the purple, just placing it anywhere where there's space or it looks a little bit sparse between the clay slices. Here I'm checking my work from the front just to make sure that I like the placement of everything before I cure the eyes for 60 seconds. Then we'll start making our UV resin mix with the orange mica powder and then the UV resin, 1 parts mica powder to 4 parts UV resin. We'll start painting the back of our safety eyes carefully, just like we did with the first set, making sure not to get it on the sides. Cure it again for 60 seconds. Repeat that same process, painting the back with the orange UV resin. Cure one more time for 60 seconds. And then you can peel the sticky off the front. I love these also. I think these are my second favorite, and I love that the clay slices make it look so much more intricate than it really is. Realized I didn't talk you through the supplies up front for this set, so my apologies, but I will tell you what you need as we go through the tutorial. We're going to start by spreading a thin layer of UV resin, just like we did for the last 2 eyes, and we're using the pumpkin glitter for this one. I ended up starting out with 1, but then I go and decide to add 3 of them, which I will show you guys in a second, but I wanted to do something a little bit different with these eyes. I wanted them to be mismatching, which I've never done before. So I did use the ghost for the second eye, and you just want to be really cautious of where you place this ghost, making sure that you can see it from the front because the pupil can block some of the details if you're not careful. And then here I am changing my mind and adding 3 pumpkins instead of having 1. It just looked a little bit too empty for me. Then we'll use the confetti, the same one that we did from the second set of safety eyes, and for the ghost eye, I'm using this glow-in-the-dark translucent confetti, and then for the pumpkins, I'm using this orange color, and I just placed them wherever it was sparse, wherever I could. The main thing to think about here is just that both eyes have an even amount of confetti on them, turning them around, making sure that they look good before we pop them under the UV lamp for a 60-second cure. Now get ready because we're going to do something crazy that I have never done before. We're going to do 2 different color eyes. I'm using the color golden green for my pumpkin eye, so I'm going to mix that up and paint the back of the pumpkin eye with it. For the ghost eye, I'm using some of the leftover orange resin that we mixed for the last set of eyes, but if you need more, you can always mix some more. Cure both of those for 60 seconds. Repeat one more time with the green layer and the orange layer, and then cure for 60 more seconds. And here is how the final ghost eye looks. I love the translucent confetti combined with the ghost sequin, and I also really love the way the pumpkin one turned out with the green. It kind of gives pumpkin patch vibes, and I think they look so good next to each other. I wanted to do the last set without using the glitter from the Michaels kit in case you weren't able to get your hands on it. So this is the glitter that I shared in my last tutorial in case you already have it. We'll be using the orange and the black. You'll also need a set of tweezers to move it around. So we're going to start with the same thin layer of UV resin on the back of both of our safety eyes. I like to sprinkle the glitter onto my plate instead of just dumping it onto the back. Now we're going to take our tweezers and precisely place the glitter wherever we want it on the back, alternating with the black and the orange. I'm doing this so that neither color overpowers the other. I want to make sure I have a good spread of orange and black. I'm being especially precise at this part because you'll see all of the glitter from the front of the eye that we do at this point. Once satisfied, I will cure the eyes for 60 seconds and repeat with another thin layer of UV resin. After this, we can go ahead and sprinkle the glitter on the back. Just be really light-handed. You can see that I'm not dumping a lot out at one time here. I still want to make room for both colors. Before you cure on this round, also take your tweezers and start precisely placing the glitter in any areas where there's bald spots. You don't want any clear spots as that will show through the front of your safety eye. And here they are. I feel like they're just the perfect Halloween color glittered safety eyes. At the very end, I like to take some rubbing alcohol with lint-free cotton pads, and I will just clean up the backs and the fronts of all of my safety eyes, as well as any tools that resin touched. That's going to wrap up today's tutorial. I hope you enjoyed and got some spooky inspiration. As always, if you enjoyed, please remember to like, subscribe, and I'll be back in the future with more crochet-related content very soon. Thanks, bye!